Okay, hey Virgo, this one's for you, yay! These are little new moon eclipse videos I decided to make for everybody because I make them for myself. I make these charts for myself, and that's how I help get myself through the day, because sometimes it's very confusing for me, so I turn to astrology. Even though I'm not a professional, I'm an enthusiast. I don't have an astrology channel or anything, but I thought I'd just do this for you because this is such a big, important eclipse. It's really significant, this one. So it is for me, and so I thought I'd better share it with you too. Okay. You can look at that for a minute. I just want to do some general stuff that I'm doing for all the readings. This big eclipse is in Pisces, okay? There's huge amounts of energy here in Pisces, all these planets. And it's affecting everybody. Now, with the Pisces energy, you probably know this already, it's very much about universal love. There's no boundaries. We're all one. We are all one. All are one. And that's wonderful. It's the fishes swimming in the ocean. There's no fences here, corporations there, churches here, schools there. Everybody feeds off everybody else simultaneously. It's just a swirling thing. The 12th house, most astrologers call it like it's the place of the unconscious. It's also a place of connecting to God. It's a place of chilling out, of relaxation, connecting to your angels, just unplugging from life. From my view, it's a gateway. It's a gateway for the will of heaven. It's a way for the will of heaven to move into you, and for the will of heaven to move out from you, so you can spread it around, move it through, share it with others. It's our connection to the divine. It's our spirituality, and it's a place of imagination. It's the place of artists. It's the energy of angels and spirits, art and music and writing. It's movies and YouTube and Netflix and all of that stuff. It's a place of dreaming, place of visioning, and it's a place of we already said this, but universal love, not romantic love, not marital love, but just pure energy of love. Taking the frequencies up higher and higher and higher, we're talking about psychic awareness, clairvoyance, mediumship, telepathy, remote viewing. This is the gateway to the energies of heaven, the unseen. Now, as you can imagine, going at that level, up to those levels, that energy gets pretty wobbly. How do you integrate that? How do you understand that energy? It's very hard for some people. People can get really tripped out or think they're going insane if their Neptune 12th house of Pisces energy is heavily afflicted, or they're having rough transits. On the lower vibration frequency, Neptune energy can be very hard to handle, hard to understand for ourselves and for others in our lives. It's sort of like a dumping ground. It's a trash can. It's the dumpster. It's the stinking, rotting basement. It's the festering, moldy attic. It's the place where we dump all our crap that we can't handle, that we don't want to deal with. A lot of the times we even do it subconsciously. We don't mean any harm. It's almost like a way that we protect ourselves, going into denial. So it can turn into a place of delusion, self-delusion, delusion of others, betrayal of self, betrayal of others, deceiving yourself, deceiving others. This is horrible, horrible energy. It's very hard to deal with. Fakeness, fake gurus, fake teachers, fake bosses, fake corporations, fake banking, all that horrible stuff. Ugh. It's horrible. It's a place of fantasy, but it's not healthy, fun fantasy. It's sick stuff. It's a place of self-imprisonment, all the crap we've done to ourselves that takes us to the ground. Our losses, our failings, it's the end of the end. It can lead to hospitals and hospice, and finally to leaving your body. It's that energy, and it's really hard for a lot of people to deal with it, okay? So if you're struggling in that area, reach out, okay? There is help, okay? Now, with this particular pile of Pisces energy, in this particular eclipse, how are you going to deal with this massive flood of Pisces energy as it moves through the eclipse and on into the next few months? The best thing to do is literally, it sounds corny, but surrender. Just surrender. Let it flow. Okay, let me get closer to the reading itself now. With this particular eclipse, dear Virgos, all this Pisces energy is up here in your 7th house of really important relationships, one-on-one relationships. Look at this, Pisces. You've got Mercury, Sun, Moon, Neptune, Chiron and the South Node, all here, all piled at once. And the professionals will tell you that there's a lot more, like stars and things. I can't handle all that. It's too much for me. I don't know enough about it. But from my perspective, because I'm interested in the healing arts, this energy is being strongly triggered here. Chiron, the energy of healing, healing and being healed, where there might be a lot of deep wounding and a lot of painful, deep wounding in your heart and your soul that is being exposed, and it can make you feel really uncomfortable. In contrast, you might have a lot of gifts here. This is the energy of the South Node, where they need to be revealed and shared with the world, exposed. In other words, reveal it to heal it, reveal it to share it. With this huge emphasis on Pisces here, there's a lot of revealing that's going on, and don't be shy about it. Let it happen. Don't hide it. Don't bury it. Don't shut it down. Reveal it to heal it. Okay? So this is possibly happening in your, well, it is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So you might be feeling really profound events in your closest one-on-one relationships. And those things are meant to happen. With the energy of the eclipse, it's the energy of doorways, opening and closing. It's the energy of evolution. It's nature. It's pure nature. You can't stop it. Don't fight it. Just go with it. One door is going to close. Once that's closed, you can't go back. Where you are now is here. The only way forward is to go through this door as it opens. And when you go through there, there's no going back. You have to move on, okay? So don't fight it. Surrender. Go with the flow. Go with it. And with any luck, if you do it all in a healthy way, in a gentle, gradual way, don't try and force this. Just let it happen gently. Then this can have a very purifying effect on you as a person, as an individual. Because the North Node is still over here at the tail end of Virgo. That's you. So your whole sense of identity as a Virgo, as a person, could undergo a tremendous sense of shift as reflected back to you through your most important relationships. Okay? Like marriage partner, or spouse, or business partner, the really important ones. Even I guess even your kids. It's that serious. And now these messages I'm talking about for the eclipse apply for Virgo with your sun or moon or ascendant. The energy is going to still impact you, okay? Okay, over here, back to here, this Virgo North Node, okay? It's like we've never been here before, so it can be scary on the journey to get there. So Virgo, you're under quite a lot of pressure, not directly from transits. The planets aren't here, but they're over here. So you're going to feel a lot of the changes in your significant relationships. So in other words, it's out of you. It's It's them. It's them. There's you, and there's all this stuff happening over there with them. But that affects you directly. And the message is that you have the chance to purify yourself. Purify and refine yourself from whatever it is you learn in the eclipse that is happening over here in your significant relationships. So it's very, very, very important. Your significant relationships are very, very important right now. So make the most of it, okay? Don't fight. Just accept what's happening. Surrender. Let the good stuff flow. Whatever needs to be healed, reveal it to heal it. Talk about it if you have to. Expose it. Get treatment. Get help. If you've got gifts, if others are bringing gifts to you in their relationships, accept them. Okay? Now there's a lot more going on, but I don't want to take up a huge amount of your time. And again, remember, I'm not an expert at this. I'm just giving you my own intuitive interpretations of what I know from the technical stuff. So with the eclipse, it's very profound and it's happening in your significant relationships. Surrender and let it happen. Now, what else is here? You see this? You see this? Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. So you see this big fat red triangle? That's a very challenging, what's called T-square. And it's been around a while and it's going to be here for a while. And it's happening in your area of intimacy, shared resources. It's deep, profound connections, almost things that you can hardly understand. Deep feelings and stuff that's below the surface. It's a little bit of a scary place. Not a lot of people like to go there. Intimacy is very, very frightening for a lot of people. They try and avoid it. But there's a lot happening in your world there right now, because Uranus is there. It's still there, and it's aligned with Mars and Venus, which is very sweet. Venus and Mars together is really lovely. But still, that's a tremendous amount of firepower, fire energy, lighting up your 8th house. And you can feel that as power issues between yourself and your intimate relationships with others, and at a deeply emotional level. So whatever's happening there in your life, you're going to feel it over here in the opposite side with your sense of self-worth, perhaps your money or your values. And it's because Jupiter's there in Libra, it's expanding all those dynamics in the 2nd house. Your finances, things, stuff, what you value, what you love, what turns you on. And you have to strike a balance with this amazing, beautiful opposition here. You get a chance for mind-boggling opportunities to get newfound awareness in these aspects of your life. And because Pluto's right here, it's not going to let you get away with anything. There's a lot of powerful, heavy, deep pressure for you to figure out this dynamic. And the dynamics over here are all about how are these people in these aspects of your life going to maintain their sense of integrity and your unique rebellious selves, wonderful rebellious selves, while they are relating to you, where you have to maintain your self-worth, your values, your identity, without buckling. So it's kind of like a balancing act. You need to be you. They need to be themselves, but you don't want to get into a conflicted situation where you end up with Pluto energy becoming very, very, let's say, forceful, like this. This is not what you want. If you're experiencing this kind of energy, let it move around. Let it shuffle. Okay, don't let it pile up like this. Just let it. Lots of little miniature earthquakes is the way to go. You don't want one big earthquake. Just move through these little tiny steps at a time. Okay. Now, this huge dynamic here is also supported and eased and made easier by this dynamic here. This is big fat sextile between Jupiter and Saturn, and a big fat trine between Saturn and Uranus and Mars and Venus. So this is very, very harmonious. So you need to take full advantage of this, okay? Virgo, don't waste this chance, okay? Saturn is in Sagittarius. It's a little bit challenging for you. It's in your 4th house of like home and foundations and family and things that you cherish and keep private and that you want to protect. It's the foundations of your life, your home. So you may be experiencing this dynamic in the home. Now, just let it happen. Make friends with Saturn, okay? Be friends with Saturn. Saturn wants the truth. And it's not going to let you get away with anything but the truth in the home, okay? So really important, deeply intimate relationship dynamics that are happening in the home need to be conducted in a very truthful, honorable, respectful, highly integral way, okay? High integrity, with very high integrity. With Pluto here in your 5th house of creativity and fun and creative self-expression, you're going to undergo a lot of transformations there, and it's probably continuous, but it's harmonious, okay? Virgo and Capricorn go nicely together, but this is still tough energy to handle. Don't let it break you, okay? Don't fight it. Don't get explosive. Don't be combative, you know? Don't respond to this Mars energy. Just chill, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy. Allow this energy to flow. It's really heavy emphasis. I'm gonna stop in a moment, but from the way I look at it, this particular eclipse here with this, it's very, very much about your relationships. And not only that, it's your deepest, most intimate relationships. It's about the deepest intimacy within your most important relationships. Okay, so all of that is happening outside of you. So because it's in the 7th house of relationship and intimacy here. So let it happen, okay? So you might feel like you're a bit of an observer as all this stuff maybe feels like it's happening to you. You're not putting it out there. All of this energy is happening to you. So don't take it personally. It's all for the good. So it's all part of your evolution to become more and more of who you are and have a greater sense of self-worth. So allow all this stuff to happen, okay? Don't fight it. The most healing, healthy, beneficial way to proceed from here is to surrender, to let it all go, let it move through you, surrender to the will of heaven. That's what this is, surrender to the will of heaven. Don't fight it. Let go and let God, as they say. Okay? I hope this made sense to you, dear Virgos. I'm just going to give you a quick overlook in case you missed anything. Okay? 1st house, you. 2nd house, Jupiter. Okay? 4th house, 5th house. Relationships, intimate relationships, other people's resources. Can you see that okay? Can you get all that? I'm just going to hold it still for a moment. Alright, I hope you get something out of this, Virgo. Thank you for watching. Take care and make the best of this eclipse. Bye-bye.